Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take all that research, those articles, those sources you've gathered, and really boil it down, extracting the knowledge you need fast. And today, we're doing something a bit special. This is a highly personalized mission, actually. It was requested specifically by you, Liam, tuning in from Austin, Texas.
Yeah, Liam, and we get why you asked for this one. It's a game you really love, right? And you mentioned wishing there were just more games out there like...
Yeah, absolutely. So happy to oblige. This is Season 3, Episode 42. We're theming this whole season games, gaming reviews, and more.
Mm-hmm.
And credit where it's due here, the material we're about to dig into, it was sourced and curated by Misha St.
Right. Misha St. is an Adobe creator, definitely a gamer, and the producer of this whole deep dive conversation.
So our mission today, it's all about Sneaky Sasquatch.
And we're going, beyond just the surface features here. We really need to explore why this Apple Arcade title isn't just, successful, but why people are calling it a 10/10 masterclass, how it kind of reset expectations for mobile gaming.
Yeah, and how it keeps going, right?
Yeah.
Sustains that longevity year after year without getting stale.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's unpack this, starting with the core mechanic. The brilliance, I think, of Sneaky Sasquatch. It starts with this premise that's just... It's charming, but also kind of subversive,
Totally. You're a Sasquatch. Living your life pretty cozy, actually. Until, humans, the local development, this greedy Arcor threatens your home.
Right. And your goal is basically survival, which means doing, and I quote, everyday Sasquatch stuff.
Which, and this is where it gets fun, everyday Sasquatch stuff basically means petty crime. A bit of espionage.
Yeah.
The initial hook, that first bit of joy, it comes from pure, unadulterated sneaking. You're creeping through campsites, hiding behind tents.
And stealing from coolers. That's the main loop at first, isn't it? Pilfering those unguarded baskets.
Exactly. Got to find food, keep your Sasquatchy health up.
That whole opening bit, though, it's like the perfect setup. The main obstacle, the thing trying to stop you, is the park rangers.
Oh, yeah, the rangers.
And trying to avoid them leads to this frantic, almost... slapstick scramble.
It really is. It's hilarious because the animation is kind of lo-fi and goofy.
But it's also genuinely heart-pounding. Like, if you get caught, you lose your haul. You got to start over.
Right, but it uses that failure almost like a comedy beat, not really a punishment. Makes you want to try again, but smarter.
Okay, but looking at why it works so well right off the bat, we have to talk about the platform, don't we?
Oh, absolutely crucial. This being an Apple Arcade title, that changes everything. Means it runs super smooth, flawlessly across iPhones, iPads, Macs, Apple TV.
And the big one, no microtransactions. Blissfully free of them.
That's the killer insight right there. That business model, it's key.
Yeah.
Because RAC7, the developers, they get that guaranteed subscription money from Apple Arcade.
Which means they don't need all those, exploitative mobile game tricks.
Exactly. No energy meters draining, no waiting timers, no forced ads popping up.
Zero pay to win. Nothing like that.
Precisely. Every single thing in the game, a car, clothes, an upgrade, you earn it. Through what the source called honest or maybe very dishonest Sasquatch labor.
Yeah. And that builds trust immediately, right? You, the player, know you're not being squeezed or manipulated.
You're just being entertained.
Yeah.
They can focus purely on adding cool new stuff that rewards you for playing and being curious.
Okay, but here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. The game just completely refuses to stay in that initial box, that stealth survival loop.
Oh, absolutely. You might start out as just this monster worried about stealing eggs and burgers, but man, it rockets past that so fast. It blossoms into this fully realized open world life simulator. It's wild.
That transition, that's the first master stroke, but how does that even work? How does a Sasquatch obsessed with coolers suddenly become, a customs officer?
Well, the game gives you a reason, a narrative reason. The Sasquatch figures out, hey, I need money, real money, to save his home from Arcor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that forces the change.
Right. It forces him to get a human disguise. Put on the hat, the shirt, the pants, and try to blend in.
And boom. Once that disguise is on, the whole game shifts.
Totally. The mechanics change. You're not just managing hunger anymore. Now it's about currency, maybe property, your reputation.
And the sheer variety of things you can do that.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. It's genre bending in the most literal way.
Let's give some examples because the sources highlighted some great ones showing this blend. You're not just doing fetch quests. You can become a professional skier or snowboarder.
Which is like a whole mini sports sim. surprisingly polished, with races and tricks and everything.
Yeah. Or you can be a ferry captain, managing the boat traffic, docking properly.
My favorite one, the one that just sounds ridiculous but apparently works, is the junior business executive job.
Oh yeah, the lumber company thing. That's basically a little tycoon strategy game.
Or even crazier, the part-time doctor.
Trade in your boring job for a brilliant career using Adobe Creative Cloud. Start learning now with the free trial link in the description.
Yes. You're actually diagnosing patients in a minigame, putting on bandages.
It's like they stuffed a dozen different polished mini-games into this one Sasquatch wrapper, all tied together by the story.
And if you zoom out, look at the big picture, the whole story arc for the Sasquatch. It's actually kind of beautiful and hilarious. It's this story about integration, about resource management, maybe?
Yeah. He goes from being this desperate, hungry creature, just thinking about his next meal, to earning money, buying stuff, like a houseboat first, maybe later a house in the suburbs.
Getting a dog? You can adopt a pet dog.
Which changes things again. They got to feed the dog, take care of it. It really cements that feeling of building a life, not just, surviving in the woods.
The whole journey is this chaotic presence, this Sasquatch, just slowly, sneakily becoming, well, a member of society, still breaking rules, obviously.
But respected in his own weird way.
And the map just keeps growing alongside that. Every time you feel like, okay, I've seen this park, boom, a huge new section opens up.
Right. First the park, then suddenly there's this whole city, then a mountain ski town.
An island resort, and now there's even deep-sea ocean exploration stuff. They just keep delivering on that promise of what's next.
Which leads us perfectly into the longevity thing. How do they keep players hooked for years? Because it's not just the content itself, it's the whole ecosystem REC7 built around it. They've mastered anticipation.
Yeah, this is where we got to talk about what the source calls the delight of the tease. It's fascinating. REC7 doesn't just drop a roadmap saying, here's what's coming next quarter. No way.
Instead, they do what? They plant little seeds.
Exactly. Tiny, carefully hidden clues in the current version of the game. Might be a road that's just blocked off for no apparent reason, or maybe some character says something cryptic down at the docks, just a throwaway line.
And that's genius, because the waiting period, which is usually boring for players, becomes this active communal game.
Right. The community doesn't feel ignored. They feel like they're detectives, crypto sleuths, digging through clues.
They're all on Reddit, on Discord, theorizing like mad about what that blocked road means or what that weird NPC comment hinted at.
And think about it from a development cost perspective. It takes minimal effort to add like a locked door graphic or a weird manhole cover.
But it generates maximum buzz, maximum community engagement. Free marketing, basically.
Think about the speculation that's been going on forever, that mysterious airport area. Will Sasquatch need a pilot's license? People have been asking that for ages.
Or that weird manhole cover by the gas station. What's down there? Is it a whole sewer system to explore?
And the big one, the really charming speculation, will Sasquatch find love? A Sasquatch partner?
Maybe even a mini-squatch. Someone to train in the sacred art of cooler theft.
Yeah. It taps into that basic human desire for story progression, for family simulation, even in a silly Sasquatch game.
But the reason the teasing works, the reason people care enough to speculate for years, it comes back to the core of the game, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The secret ingredient, the thing that holds it all together, is the heart and the humor. It's just pervasive.
The game's never cynical. The writing, the dialogue, it's genuinely snappy and funny.
And the characters, they're all eccentric and lovable. You got to talk about the raccoon.
Oh, the raccoon. Your fence, basically. Your black market connection.
He's critical for the gameplay. You bring him stolen goods. He gives you cash, but he perfectly embodies the game's tone.
Totally self-aware. He operates out of this secret shipping container. Talks like a shady businessman about logistics and profit margins.
It's just the perfect mix of necessary game mechanic and pure absurdity.
And the art style helps too, right? That charming, low-poly look. It keeps everything feeling light, unpretentious, fun.
Trade in your boring job for a brilliant career using Adobe Creative Cloud. Start learning now with the free trial link in the description.
Which is why players like Liam just keep coming back year after year. It never takes itself too seriously.
So ultimately, you look at Sneaky Sasquatch. Its success really comes down to that unique blend. It's juggling so many genres.
Yeah, it's an adventure game. It's a life sim. It's a stealth game. It's even a sports game sometimes.
All rolled into one package that just keeps evolving. And crucially, it respects your time. It never asks you to pay extra, but it gives you almost infinite ways to spend that time if you want to.
So what's the big takeaway here? For game development, maybe. Sneaky Sasquatch kind of proves that long-term success, that longevity, it doesn't have to come from squeezing players with microtransactions.
Right, it can come from just consistent, high-quality updates.
Yeah.
Fueled by a model like Apple Arcade's subscription revenue.
It's a powerful lesson prioritizing the player experience over just hitting monetization targets. Create something people love, keep adding to it, and they'll stick around.
And the thing I find delightful thinking about it is that subtle subversion running through the whole thing. Like, the game is low-key teaching you about responsibility, about how jobs work in the human world, the value of community.
All while rewarding you for essentially breaking all the rules, for being a sneaky, thieving Sasquatch.
It's such a brilliant balancing act.
It really is a masterclass in digital fun. It appeals to kids, it appeals to adults, because it blends that cozy life sim comfort with the sheer anarchic joy of getting away with stuff.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you, Liam, and everyone listening. Something to chew on. It builds on this idea of Sasquatch integrating mastering human jobs and the devs constantly adding new things. If our Sasquatch can master everything from professional skiing to part-time medicine, what job title, what civic duty is actually off limits for him in a future update?
Good question.
Like, given his history of, subverting human systems for his own gain, could the ultimate endgame be him running for mayor?
Mayor Sasquatch.
Yeah. Imagine him subtly changing local laws, maybe rezoning things to protect his park forever, completely undermining our core, using their own bureaucratic system against them. What human system couldn't he secretly infiltrate and bend to his will next?
That's a terrifyingly brilliant thought.
Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
And that's a wrap on this deep dive. I'm Misha, and let me send out a huge thank you for listening. If you want more content on gaming, education, or other fun stuff, head over and find me on YouTube. Link is in the show notes. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next deep dive.